In this training, you'll learn how to use AI in your digital marketing to scale your small business. You'll learn the 6 steps that are necessary as the foundation, the setup before you add the automation, then you add the AI to it in order for you to be successful in your digital marketing. And if you find this video helpful and actually want to build a system like this for your business, join the AI Marketing Academy where we show you how to set up a system like this for your business. Link is in the bio. Enjoy. AI marketing for ChatGPT training for small businesses. How do you make $5,000 to $10,000 online using digital marketing to grow your existing business? So a lot of this presentation is not going to be like, how do you start a business? How do you find a niche? Where do you find clients? It's already for, hey, you have what's called product market, because most of those businesses, they're at level 1. You don't have any consistent sales. You don't have a niche. You don't have a website. You don't have anything online. So you have to cross that first $2,000 a month revenue goal of getting consistent clients, serving them in a transformational way. And then AI is going to play on top of that to help you scale, to help you grow, to help you automate. Because a lot of people are solo entrepreneurs. So AI is going to help you build an automated team from there. So let's dive into it. This right here is the most important slide and the main thing that if you could take away anything from the whole presentation, this is what you want to focus on your journey, on your levels into entrepreneurship and starting a business. Where most people are right now is they don't have a website, they don't have social media, they don't have a CRM, they don't have any sales or a product or service. And you're basically, if we're trying, I'm in California. If I want to get to Las Vegas, for example, you're basically going to be walking there. It's going to be a lot of time, even if you start using ChatGPT on that first level, all that means is you're just going to be walking faster. So you're not going to make any progress. It's not a magic pill. It's not going to do the work for you. Things come in layers in a way. Second, you may have a website. If you have a website, it's not a funnel, so websites are obsolete. I'll go into what those are. If any of you have dabbled in paid ads, most of you have paid ads in Google Ads or Facebook or Instagram ads, but it's not actually getting you consistent clients. You're not actually making money off it. And then lastly, you have a social media profile, but it's not niched down. It's not personally branded towards what your business is, for example. So what that means is you're basically riding a bike to Las Vegas. If we throw AI, ChatGPT, Claude, or any of those other tools, you're just going to be pedaling faster, as the reality. Again, AI is not a magic quick fix. It's not going to make you money magically on the stock market, but I'm going to show you how to use the AI tools to work in a more efficient way to grow your business from there. This is the main goal. You have to have a car. You have to get a car. What does a car mean? Is that you have a website, you have a social media profile, you're already making at least $2,000 a month in revenue serving clients. So you have some testimonials, you have a process that you've taken clients through and they're getting some transformational result. Wonderful. Now you have a car. What AI is going to do is engine swap that car. So you go from a car to a Ferrari. That's basically what it is. We're now, let's see, we're now AI is going to, because every business, regardless, even before AI came around, AI doesn't replace the main function of doing digital marketing online. It doesn't change anything. It's just adding to it at the end of the day, for example. So that's the main thing from here. So if we go down, this is the levels of skill sets that you have to build upon before you even get AI. Most people, they'll just start with AI, ChatGPT, do some prompting, but it's really honestly not making much of an impact in your life other than making you work faster, but you're not having a revenue grow because right now most businesses are stagnant or declining. So that's where it's like AI isn't really making that impact in your business where you're making more money, you're serving more clients at scale, and your business is automated in a way, for example. So these are the layers that I take entrepreneurs through. One, barely anyone has gotten taken a computer class, even before learning marketing tools. There's a lot of productivity tools, digital notebooks, task managers, just the basic fundamental, even Windows versus Mac computer kind of thing that That's going to be the foundation, just because everything is on a computer, not on the phone. Everything is going to be done when you run when you run an online business. Everything's going to be done from the computer. So we need to make sure you just have the basic fundamental computer skills before we add all the other stuff. Because if you build without the foundation, you're not going to make much. You're At the end of the day, I'm doing this a lot of warning signals kind of thing, but AI, we're in an AI economy, and your competitors already have this foundation, have this AI tool. So this is something you definitely can't ignore. Once you have base productivity computer skills, then we add the right marketing tools. What does that mean? No WordPress, no Wix, no GoDaddy websites. We want to use even Go High Level. I don't recommend for my clients, honestly, because for small business owners, they need to manage their digital marketing tools in a simple, easier way without hiring a digital marketing agency. Because what I feel is they can't spend $5,000 to $10,000 on a digital marketing agency that only does one or two things in their business. I'm going to show you right after the 6 steps of the system that every business needs in digital marketing. Then, once you have the right funnel, email automation, paid ads, calendar follow up, once you have all that, then we'll layer in automation from there to do the email automations from there, to do all the automatic calendar booking. Automation comes later there. Then, once you have all of that system, that's where then you want to do AI. AI is going to play at the very, very end because that's going to be the tip to help everything scale from there. Ooh, let's actually go to this webinar. There we go. Nice. Okay, six-step system. Every business, to do digital marketing correctly, you need to have these 6 steps right now. The last step is, or the 5th step, is also going to be your online business model, where you're not serving everyone one-to-many at the end of the day. So starting off, number 1 is paid ads. Let's dive into this. This right here is your whole digital marketing system in order for you to get leads online automatically that then turn into sales. Without these 6 steps, you won't be able to get leads online, you won't be able to scale, and you won't be able to turn those into consistent sales from there. So starting off, number 1, you have to be running paid ads. Most people, what they do is they do the post and hope strategy, where they'll post content and hope someone reaches out to them because of their content they've seen on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, or TikTok. That doesn't work, unfortunately. The reality is every platform is a pay-to-play platform, so you have to have a minimum ad budget of $1,000 a month minimally in order to pay for ads, to put an offer in front of cold audience for them to go, that's interesting. I was looking for that type of problem. I want to sign up for your program or buy your product or service. You won't be able to generate sales online for social media directly. What social media does is it demonstrates expertise, it builds trust, and it acts kind of like a public email newsletter, basically, where people are going to binge your content on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. I'm not going to put TikTok in that wagon, but also Facebook. They're going to binge that content. They need to consume 5 to 7 hours of your content before they, in marketing, know you, like you, and trust you for them to then buy your product or service. Most people just put a buy now in there, or they go to cold traffic and say, hey, do you want to buy my expensive services? And unfortunately, that's like walking up to a stranger and saying, do you want to marry me? Without them knowing anything about you, what you offer, what you could do. So paid ads is the only way to get leads online consistently and scalable. If you're not doing paid ads, you're cold calling, you're going to networking events like meetup events, you're trying to get referrals. None of that is a marketing strategy. I can tell you right now, it's not going to generate the leads and quality clients that you want consistently in order for you to grow from there. Next, you need to build trust with your audience. They don't know who you are, what's your transformation, how can you better improve their life from there. So webinars, just like exactly what this is a great way to start because again, they have to consume 4 to 7 hours of content about you, about tailored toward the problem that you're solving for them, in order for them to know, like, and trust you to then start purchasing your products or services from there. So webinars are really condensed, 45 minutes or so, in order for you to address the pain point, show them the gap of where they are and where they could be as far as the transformation in health, wealth, or relationships. And then at the very end, selling your product or service or pitching it, basically. Because a lot of people are just, they'll do cold DMs, they'll post content and stuff like that, but you have to nurture your leads no matter what. No one's ready to see your offer, product, or sale and buy right on the spot. It's going to be over the next 30 to 90 days of building trust before they consume 5 to 7 hours of content, before they know, like, and trust. Then they're ready to buy your products or services. Next, from there, you need to qualify your leads, because most people just don't have time for sales appointments and stuff. You can't just take on every call, and not every customer is the right fit. So the application helps you niche down. You have to niche down. You can't just be something to everyone. Unfortunately, you have to niche down in what customer do you solve, because if I'm talking to dentists versus roofers, the whole system, marketing, copywriting, offers, pain points, webinar, social media content, all of that has to be specifically tailored for one niche, because as soon as you try and use the same website, the same copy, the same ads for another customer, people do niche hopping, or they try and serve many different niches. It's not the way and the only way you're not getting consistent leads, you're not closing deals, you're not growing the business. And it's because people need to niche down and serve one thing from there. Then you could address the pain point, the webinar, and fine tune that. The sales application call, make sure it's the right fit for them. And then from there, it goes into calendar booking from there, because the calendar booking really has to solve a problem for them to show up on the call, because they're in pain. They have to be in some pain point that needs to be solved now for them to show up on the call to buy your products or services from there. Lastly is a CRM and email follow-up, because most of your sales will not be done in that same day. They're going to be done over the next 90-day period, because not everyone is ready to buy right now. So that's why having a CRM, a database of all your contacts, leads to follow up on consistently, and then from there having automated email follow-up, so that you're consistently adding value, it's pretty much adding value. The email follow-up plus your social media channels are the two ways it's really, at the end of the day, it's social media. Your Instagram, your YouTube, and Facebook are where your ideal customers are going to follow, binge tips, advice, and best practices from your expertise, for them to then either go to your Instagram or go to your website to sign up for your offer, your product or service from there. So it's really having all of this automated, where you're putting out consistent content, and you have an automated email follow-up, because at some point in that 90 period, if they reach out and give you their contact information for a lead magnet, then they're ready to buy, for example, from there. Lastly, this is going to be the business model that is going to, in order for you to truly scale, and what that means is no longer will you be able to sell your time for dollar, or at an hourly rate, or work one-on-one with clients. It's no longer a business model that you'll be, at the end of the day, that you'll be able to fight hyperinflation that's coming down the pipeline. So you can't work X amount of hours enough to make enough income consistently, especially because two things: one, hyperinflation, the economy, and then from two, the average consumer doesn't have that much disposable income to buy very high ticket services from there too. So you have this type of economy that you have to build your business around, and the only way to do that is to serve your customers in a one-to-many capacity. I like using the gym as an example, where you're not doing one-on-one gym coaching, you're doing group coaching at the end of the day. And there's now tools that will help you facilitate that, online courses, community from there. The people who have a social media presence and an online community, those are the ones that are going to be able to survive 2025, because the economy is going to get worse, not going to get any better. So you have to get better. Lastly, build authority in social media content. You can't ignore social media. Now, what does social media mean? This doesn't mean posting personal stuff like, hey, this is me at the gym, or hey, this is me at the park, or hey, I'm doing my hobby or interest or something like that. People don't care about that on social media. That's for average people to do. You're a business, and your business, in order to be present online, back in the day, you used to have just a Google profile and that was enough. But now you have to have an Instagram, and you have to have a Facebook, and you have to have a YouTube account and a podcast, or the main three channels from there. There's other ones, but those are the main three. And you have to have a consistent schedule where every single week you're pumping out daily content for your audience to binge, for them to build the know, like, and trust to then buy your product or services from there. Businesses that don't have a social media presence are basically invisible, and basically the next thing is that their competitors who have a basic social media presence where they're putting out value, they're showing tips, they're showing advice and stuff, and even testimonials. Let's talk about 3 types of content that you should be posting. Only 3. Number 1 is tips, advice, quick hacks that are related to their niche or problem that they're having, something to give them little quick wins. Second is case studies of other clients or people that have worked with you that have had some transformation. And then the third is, it's in order to differentiate yourself in the market, you have to tie some type of passion with your hobby. The analogy is, if I'm a real estate agent, there's many different real estate agents. So if my hobby is golfing, then I'm going to tie golfing, my passion, with real estate, and that's how I'm going to connect with my audience. Because versus an Instagram profile that's just real estate is pretty dry. But if something that has a passion or hobby that you're really passionate about, people are going to connect with that, and now you're basically building what's called a personal brand. That's the most important thing to build in 2025 in order for you to connect with your audience. That is building a personal brand, which is the most important thing from there. And you have to be posting social media content. So that's pretty much, let's just review the 6-step system. These are their basic digital marketing setup. Now, let me actually show you an example of a client that's already using this system let's do that. So one of my clients, Junior, when the Jab event happened, you can only say certain keywords on YouTube. When that event happened, Junior was a singing coach. So he teaches people how to sing, but he did it in a physical studio. Once that event happened, he had to close down his studio and move online, his entire business. And he's in Hawaii. So there's very little foot traffic that happens in Hawaii. In order for him to grow his business, there's not that many people in Hawaii who actually need singing lessons. So when he came to me, he was only making $2,000 a month, and he needed an online business and system so that he could get leads consistently to grow his business. Right now, he's making about $8,000 a month consistently for the last 4 years. And the way he does it is having this system, and then we use AI to really boost and level up the system. So if you go to voicemaster.org, he has a funnel, not a website. A lot of you, I highly recommend, do not buy Wix, Squarespace, GoDaddy, or any AI website building tool that will build a website using AI, or using Go High Level or Kajabi, or any of those all-in-one platforms, tools. You need a funnel. The most important thing. This was an innovation that happened about 7 years ago, pretty much. What that means is that if you have a website that has more than one link on the website, you're confusing the customer on where they need to go and what they need to do. So your funnel needs to have 3 things in that funnel in order for you to turn visitors into leads that then turn into sales, because a lot of you get traffic, but you're like, no one's signing up for my form, no one's taking me up on my offer. I get a lot of traffic when I look at Google Analytics, but I'm not getting leads. So the first thing is you definitely need to have a funnel. And so step one, that funnel, there's only one button on this page for them to click on. If you have more than one button, your website is actually preventing your business from making money. Second thing, you need to have SEO keywords that are tailored specific for that niche or audience for what they're looking for. A lot of people put a lot of weird words and sentences at the very top that doesn't address the ideal outcome. So if they type, and we'll get to ads after. And then the third thing right here, this is a video sales letter. You have to have a video on your landing page at the top of the fold in order for your customers to watch a 1-minute video. That's all, 1 minute. That's all they have the attention for you to then address their pain point, show them the transformation, and show them how to get started or work with you. That video sales letter. So once you have all three of those elements on your landing page, next is you need traffic. A funnel or website basically is like having a very nice building that you just built, like in real estate, but you have no roads that actually go to it. So you need traffic. So the traffic is going to come where every business is different depending on your niche, but the two that I recommend, Google ads, and then next is Facebook and Instagram ads from there. Ignore all the others. That's where you're going to be, and that's the next level. You have to have a paid ad budget every single month. Start at $1,000 and then work your way up from there in order for you to get consistent leads every single day and every single month. So for Junior is running Google ads. So if you type in online singing lessons in Hawaii, California, Texas, and New York, not the whole US, but the major states of where people have the highest disposable income, you'll see his ad. They'll click on the ad, go to the landing page, fill out the form, and now he was getting a 0.5% conversion of people going to the website and filling out the form. Now he's getting a 6% conversion from cold traffic, which is beautiful. From that, when people fill out the form on the website, they get text and email automation, and on the next page is a calendar booking where they book. So now, Junior, what his life looks like, he doesn't do anything. He doesn't have social media. He's never posted content. And for the last 4 years, he's just been running Google ads, pays Google X amount every month. They send him traffic, and then from there, he signs up. He gets about four clients a week, paid clients that don't know who he is, don't know, have never met him, have never watched his social media content because he doesn't put any for his business. It's going from cold traffic to buying purchase clients, and then when they fill out the form and they're on the next page is a calendar booking page, then they automatically book and they automatically show up on his calendar. So he wakes up every single day to his calendar full of leads that are already ready to buy his product or services. This is the benefits of Google ads, because Google ads, people are already buying, you are already searching for your product or service. It's not for every business, but this is great for where people are like, hey, I probably need a singing coach in my life. Oh my God, let me go to Google, type singing coach or online singing lessons. They'll see his ad, and then there's no sales from there. It's very easy. He just books appointment and closes from there. He has about a 70% close rate as far as people signing up from there. Google is different than Facebook and Instagram ads. Instagram ads, you have to run a really good offer. An offer so good the clients would be very foolish to be passed up and say no to. So from there, and then you're doing the same thing. For those cold traffic, you have to send them to a webinar for them to watch some long piece of content, usually an hour, in order for them to know, like, and trust you to then buy your product or services from there. So that's an example of one of my clients, Junior, who's using this system completely automated. Now, where does AI now play into this existing business? Number one, he's already making money, $2,000 minimally a month, because he has what's called product market fit. He has a product that people are already searching or already starting to buy, and he has testimonials where he has an existing business. AI won't get you to that first level where you're making consistent money. You have to start the basic business of doing product market fit, finding a product or service that's in a niche to sell to some specific avatar, for example. That's the first level that you have to get over, and AI is not going to help you in any way for that level. Second, from there, where AI plays is a lot in the copywriting, because what marketing is putting up a test, an offer, a landing page, even the email follow up, the words that you put on the page, for example, even the video sales letter. AI is going to help you optimize the script, or do it's basically copywriting at the end of the day without having to hire a copywriter. Because in marketing, you're going to be A/B testing. Put up a website, send some traffic, get a score. Then every month you're going to try and beat your score. So over 4 years, we've been beating his score every year. So, and it's all using AI. I don't recommend to clients that to use AI as auto calendar booking, because AI is not an automated tool to automatically chat. Yes, you could do that and go high level, but it's actually hurting a business because you need to have the basic foundations. Then the AI is going to be layered on top of that for the copywriting, honestly. It's not a magic tool. It's not going to do or book the leads for you kind of thing. Yes, they market it like that, but to take an existing business and scale, you have to do the basic foundations of using the right marketing tools, add the automation, and then add the AI to really basically what you're doing is you're improving the conversion score of people that sign. There's two offers, one from the ads, and then second is from the landing page or for the offer. Those two are your conversion scores that people have to buy and sell, and then or convert into, and you're just AI is going to improve your marketing score from there. So it's just going to get more. All AI does is get more people to buy your product or service that you already are making existing sales for from there. Because again, if you don't have a car, it's not going to help you in any magical way. You have to do the basic foundations. For example, I had a client, he was dabbling in e-commerce, he was dabbling in high ticket sales, he was dabbling in faceless YouTube channels and stuff like that. He was just dabbling in basically what I call the side hustle journey. We got him to focus on his passion. He had a passion in military fitness. Great. Let's then turn you into a coach. So now he's going to do military fitness coaching to help other people because of his experience and expertise. And now he's making $5,000 a month serving online. He does completely online military coaching, where he has an online portal, enrolls people into a high ticket coaching program, and he's serving one to many. But the journey of that was basically niching down, getting him into a coaching business model, moving him into a one to many model, and then building the foundations. We had to do productivity skills, teach him how to use a computer, Mac, task, digital notebook. Then we had to teach him how to use the right marketing tools, funnels, automation, CRM, all of that. Then we added automation to his business because he was starting to get sales, proved part of product market fit. And then lastly, we added paid ads and AI content. So now his funnel is getting a lot of people in automatically. The last part that we're going to be doing next is doing paid ads. So now we have a right product market fit. He's getting sales. He has a funnel. Now we're going to add paid ads into this, and it's now going to scale, but that's going to be for next month. So that right there, the end of presentation. Now we're going to go into one-on-one stuff. That's the system. When people talk about AI and marketing and the reality of it, AI is not a quick fix. It's not going to do the sales for you. It's not going to build the business for you. You have to go through the basic foundation levels first before you add AI in, because what most people do is they'll do AI. All it is a productivity tool. It will help you accomplish some task faster, but it won't build the business, won't build the website. It will just also help you strategize better. So in our coaching program, we have a customized AI chatbot that knows everything about how to grow the business, how to do the marketing, how to build the system. So now they have a 24/7 chatbot that they can talk with to help improve their marketing, help guide them through this 6-step process that they have to build from there. So now I'm going to transition. That's just the spiel. Now I'm going to transition to one-on-one advice where now most of you guys are, how do I just start a business?
How much is the Digital Academy?
And we teach you how to set up the system and a coaching program from there.
And how do we sign up?
Great question. So right in the chat, I'm going to put my website, which is simpletechskills.com. And if you go into the funnel, you just put your name and
I
email.
want to thank you for the presentation. It's the best one I've seen on this stuff, and I'm going to sign up. It's just, if there was a Venmo way, I would sign up right now, but I have an appointment to get to. So if you can send me the link, just because I won't be able to save the chat. And I'm willing to sponsor 3 people who also want to go through the program from this chat that showed up.
Nice. The other thing too is I have an affiliate program, so you actually get paid for every person that you refer to the program to actually subsidize the cost of the program, which is
Sure.
real nice.
Yep,
Cool. You'll get an email from me right after this with the presentation and
I
everything. from there.
appreciate it. I'm going to bounce because I have an appointment, but thanks so much.
Yep. Appreciate it, Uday. Thank you. So
Thank you. Bye-bye.
yeah, just quickly, a little thing about the program. It's a 3-month program. I teach you how to build this whole system to grow your business from there. Even if you're trying to start a business, it's actually the same fundamentals of how to just start from there. We go through a whole business model audit to make sure you're in the right niche, you have the right product or service. We show you all the competition so that you know who's your competitors, what are they selling, because that's the most important marketing tip. Yeah, Alex, this is completely 100% recorded and it will be on my YouTube channel right after. I'll put a link to this. I'll message everyone from Meetup with a link to the YouTube channel so you can actually rewatch this video. Because the main thing also too is knowing your competition. So that way you don't have to figure it out from scratch of like, what business should I start? What should my website look like? What content should I put in? Our level 1 is to show you who your competitors are, who are already making money in that niche. And then from there, we show you how to copy them and then build this system for you. Or we don't build it for you, we teach you how to build it, because our goal is so that you don't have to hire an expensive marketing agency. The tools are very easy to use. It's very cost effective. And I'd rather you spend more money in paid ads that you get more clients. Because Junior runs the whole system. He's in his early 60s. Don't tell him I told you this. He's in his early 60s and he runs 4 businesses using this system because the tools are very easy to use. They're not Go High Level. It's not Kajabi. It's not ClickFunnels. Those are very complicated tools that you need a marketing agency to help you set up. We show you a very simple no-code way to do that. But yeah, right now it's open for questions. I could take each and every one of you if you stay. If you want to stay a little bit longer, I'll stay as long as you want. To help you get you guys basically a blueprint of what actions you need to do over the next 30 days to, most of you are starting your business. How do you get started? Where do you find your first couple clients? What do you need to focus on next? And then my number 1 tip right here, pay for ChatGPT Plus. Now we're getting to like ChatGPT kind of thing. Pay for ChatGPT Plus. Don't be on the free plan. Go to Explore GPTs. Go to Create. Your first thing should be creating a custom GPT that knows everything about your business, everything about your competitors. Upload PDFs, copies of their website into it, and say, I want to start a business like these guys and my competitors. Guide me how to start the business in the digital marketing. Setting up custom GPT bots to help you in marketing and business strategy. Those are the main 2. Actually, there's 3. There's business strategy, a custom GPT that knows everything about your business to help guide you to start it. Second is a GPT for copywriting, uploading PDFs of all your competitors' websites into a custom GPT bot, so that it can write sales copy for your product or service. You never want to use whatever ChatGPT on the basic plan, whatever it just comes out. Like if I go to a regular ChatGPT bot or ChatGPT conversation random and just say, what text should I put on my website? That is horrible. It's going to word vomit horrible text that's not going to help you in any copywriting. That's why learning how to use custom GPT bots. And in the Academy, we have a full 4-hour digital marketing or ChatGPT course to teach you how to use the tools. But yeah, you need a copywriting bot, business strategy bot. Those are the main two to go from there, basically. So, who would like to go first? And I could now give you guys specific one-on-one advice. And also any questions about the system too.
You can go first.
Nice. Yandra, right?
Yes.
Nice. Okay, cool. So you wanted to basically monetize your real estate expertise, right?
Yes.
Awesome. So this is what this is the process that I take a lot of new clients with. This process that I'll take with you, it could work across any business, any market. It's basically how do you start a business, basically. The first thing that I recommend doing is open incognito mode in Google, not using the regular profile, but you have to be in incognito mode. And next is you have to type in, if you were to talk to a third grader, what keywords they would put into Google to find your product or service, what would that be? So I'm going to guess, we can start with real estate coaching, or is there a niche that you want to be a little more specific about?
One more, just a quick question. Is there any program that I can post and it will post in all my other social media? Or do I have to do each one separate?
Excellent question. Speaking of which, since you guys stayed, I'm going to show you two things. One, to answer your question, I honestly, there's only 3 platforms that are worth it. YouTube, four. YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and a podcast on Apple Podcasts. Those are the 4 main platforms that people are, each audience has one that they like the most that they're getting. The more you do, the more that you'll go from there. As far as auto posting tools, there are tools like Hootsuite, for example, that you could upload once and it will upload to all your platforms. But honestly, I would save the money because it's expensive. I don't use it. I post on all social media: TikTok, Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook. I think that's the most one. Now I'm launching the podcast this weekend. I do it all manually because basically what you do is I just budget 2 hours on a Sunday, 1 hour to create all my content, the next hour to upload and schedule on the apps, and then I don't have to spend $99 for one of these scheduling apps. But those definitely do that for you. Quick thing, since you guys stayed to the very end, in order to work more efficiently. So you can take a screenshot. We teach this in the course. In our academy, we have training on most of these, the ones that are most important for you. What today's world is you can't just be proficient in ChatGPT. You have to know anywhere from 5 to 10 different AI tools, and each AI tool is specific to a task that you're working on. What does that mean? So I could go to ChatGPT and write copy or sales copy or like blogs or articles, but it's not the best, honestly. So that's the mindset to have. There's some AI tool out there that's the best tailored. So if I'm doing marketing content, I'm going to go to Jasper or Copy AI, for example. Great question. Are they all free? The answer is no. Most of them are paid, or they do have a free plan, but you want to speak. So for me, I pay for 3. I pay for ChatGPT. I pay for Claude. So for people that don't know, ChatGPT Plus, everyone knows that one, because I build a lot of custom. You can see, for example, in my ChatGPT, I have custom chatbots that are tailored toward, these are like little agents that are tailored towards whatever I'm working on, for example. So let's see if this refreshes. The internet's very slow. I have one for copywriting, for business strategy, for writing offers. There we go. So for writing standard operating procedures, to do financial advice, to do Midjourney, business coaching, do sales coaching for high ticket sales, one to do marketing and copywriting, another one when I create Instagram scripts or stuff like that. So these are custom little chatbots that I pre-programmed. So when I have to do that task, It knows it knows everything about my business and on the background. It knows what format or output that I like to put, or output, for example, as a template. And then it makes it very fast when I have to like create an Instagram script that's a 1-minute script for Reels. I just go to that bot, give it an idea, boom, it gives me a whole 1-minute script tailored the way I want. Plus, it knows everything about my business. So ChatGPT Plus is one. Claude is the next. This is my free one. Claude is great because it just has a different style of writing marketing copy. It's a little more human-ish if you pre-program it right, for writing sales copy for websites and stuff like that. Then next, everyone definitely, Google is dead, unfortunately. So Perplexity replaces Google. So if you have a question that's something on the internet, for example, Perplexity is going to be the main one that you go to. Those are the top 3 I would start with to master, to just help you in your productivity. And then we go into other ones from there, but let's go back to that tool. So these are all the other ones, depending on whatever specific task that you're working on. The number one most important is not AI specific. This goes into our productivity training and course. You have to have a digital notebook in order to use the AI tools. What does that mean? Most people chat with chatbot or ChatGPT, for example. Like this one is a conversation I've been having about building the marketing academy. So it's a whole conversation. You can't find information from a previous chat that you had. They don't have a search function. So most people will use it for some specific task or function, for example, but then they don't save the information outside of ChatGPT. This is the most important thing, is using a digital notebook. There are many out there. I recommend only one, which is Notion. Notion is the best as far as a digital note-taking tool to organize all your notes, your files, your documents, for your both personal life and your professional life. It acts as a second brain, basically. And so, yeah, Notion is the best. So so my workflow, I go to ChatGPT to work on a project. It gives me something good. I take it, copy it out of ChatGPT, and I give it to Notion. I paste it in Notion. Some people even use Google Docs and Apple Notes. I don't recommend those tools. They're very inefficient. They're crap, honestly. So you need to use Notion as your as your basically note-taking tool to organize all your notes, your strategy. So for example, I have a client. When I work together, these are some of my clients. This is that fitness coach client, for example. So everything we've been talking about, strategy, websites, niche, program, I've been giving them basically one-on-one business coaching, which I do offer, but that's a whole nother thing. We've been working down his niche, his competition, what should his website look like, ad budget, Instagram, product files, social media scripts, what should he say on Reels, everything we've been working on. All that information, all those notes and references, he doesn't have, he can't store that in his brain. I can't store that in my brain. So we use one single Notion file to save all of that information. So he knows exactly what books to read. For example, these are the top 10 marketing books he should read. Who is his specific niche? Being very specific about that. What keywords people put into Google to find his product or service. When people search YouTube for keywords, what are those keywords and stuff like that? If they go to Google to look for his competitors, what are his competitors' Google ads, for example? All of this research and notes, and we use ChatGPT along the way, is in Notion, saved in Notion. So that's why having a digital notebook is fundamental for before you even use any AI or ChatGPT or Claude or any of that. You won't get any useful, you won't be able to complete large projects at scale if you just use ChatGPT. So I highly recommend, you definitely need a digital notebook. But yeah, these are the top 50 tools. But great question, Yandra. Who's next? Who would like to? Shaza, Faye, Nowadays, Lucas. Who would like to?
Hi, thank you so much. I came in late, but this is great. I'm excited. I'm in a slightly different side of the coin. I still haven't whittled down what it is, what I'll be selling. So when you talked about someone you helped with figuring out the product mix, I think I'm still there, but still helpful, and it's making my mind think.
Perfect. What is your niche or industry or business idea that you're thinking of? Let's start there.
Well, that's the thing. I'm my day job where I make the bulk of my living expenses is in sales, is in business development for I guess you call it a financial tech company. I'm in a lower role there, and it's slow progressing to get promoted. So on the side, I have gotten interest in my voiceover work. That's, do I love the idea of recording and recording and recording myself forever? I don't know. So that's where I'm torn. That's what I meant. Yeah.
Excellent. So I'm going to give you just this quick process. Also, two quick, scary, it's awareness at the end of the day. Number one, you have to have AI skills in order for you to get promoted. You'll never get, and then what does that mean? You have to be using 3 to 5 AI tools in order for you to work 100 times more productive than anyone else. That's the only way to get promoted, but even then, that's a dead end road from there. You have to basically start your own business to really to survive in 2025 at the end of the day. Second, the voiceover thing, AI, like you can think of it like you're talking about voiceover for books, right, Faye?
Can you hear me?
Oh yeah, there we go. Sorry, the mute thing.
Sure. Yeah, so it's partly for books, and then partly there's some comic books. There's some shows, basically. There's small parts, but we're seeing what happens. Yeah.
Nice. I would be very wary of putting all your eggs in that basket, mainly because Amazon, well, let's put it this way. Let's go to these tools. Small businesses or even larger corporations, they're not going to need voiceover people soon, because you have here voiceover right here. You have these two, which is like 11 Labs, HeyGen, and Resemble. These are completely AI. So they upload a book in about 5 minutes. It will automatically create a voiceover narration for it from there. However, what I do recommend is starting your own podcast. That is where you can do two things. You could build a personal brand, and then second, you could sell products or services. You could do it around a niche or something like that. So still using the voiceover kind of thing, but start a podcast, promote it on Apple and Spotify, and then second, everything, the content that you create, also put that into a YouTube channel, because those are the main two from there that you'll be able to. The next thing too is, regardless of whatever any business anyone wants to start, you have to build a personal brand. You have to be the face of your company or the face of whatever product or service that you're selling for people to connect to then buy. People buy from people. Unfortunately, you have to be the face of the company, but those are two ways that I would highly recommend starting is podcast and a YouTube channel around that niche. Of course, since you still work a 9 to 5, don't use your actual name, pick a brand or a niche or something like that. But on the other side, I like selling expertise, coaching from there. So where basically you can monetize your expertise. If you could do a business development coaching program for small businesses, that could do some real revenue from there. So does that sound like an idea? And I could show you a quick little process from there.
That sounds absolutely perfect. Yeah.
Awesome. So regardless of whatever idea, let's just take that idea and let's work through I have a digital marketing process. Let's work through that to evolve that into an idea. And you could do this for any product, any service, doesn't matter. You could do it for many different business ideas. The process is the same, which is nice. So let's say I want to start a small business development coaching program, for example. So the process number one, super simple. Go to Google, Google incognito mode, and type in, let's say, business development coaching program. Perfect. What I'm looking for are these right here: sponsored, 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 sponsored. If I didn't see sponsored, that means there's no niche, there's no market, no one's buying Google ads, there's no audience. Pivot. The most important thing, especially since a lot of people are just starting their first business, the faster you can pivot is the most important idea, because what I say, don't get married to your ideas. You need to have an idea, test it in the market, and if you don't get traffic or traction, pivot. And you're in entrepreneurship. I'm not gonna tell you how many I have over like 20 businesses that I've started and failed at, for example. But the main thing is how fast you pivot is the most valuable skill set as an entrepreneur, because you're looking for product market fit. So for example, now if we take one, coaching for aspiring founders, nope. Business development coach, I like that. I'll open in a new tab. Business development coaching 101 for business development coaching. Cool. Find a business development coach. Awesome. Cool. So, let's see. Coaching 101 for business development coaching. Nice. Decent. Let's work with this one. What you're looking for is you need to know, regardless of whatever business you're in, you need to know your 5 to 10 competitors in your niche. Because knowing what your competitors, who they are, what their websites are, what their product they're selling is, what their social media channels look like, knowing that is going to take the guesswork out of what should my website be, what should my products be, what should I put on the website, what should my Google ads be, for example. So you want to model or copy, not word for word, but use it as inspiration to model what your competitors are doing. So nice. They have, and the great thing too, most businesses, this is a very horrible funnel where basically the only thing to do is basically fill out the form, or that's the email thing. Man, this is a horrible website. So this is good because they have a website, not a funnel. So I could come in, buy Google ads, build a funnel, and I could take their market share because there's already Google ads for it, which is nice. And then, so when I talked about the business model, you never, ever I recommend, don't sell one-on-one coaching. One-on-one coaching will never get you to be financially free or be able to scale because you never sell your time at the end of the day. You need to sell a group coaching program. This is going to be the business model that every business has to adapt in 2025 if they want to stay out of inflation, basically. You need a group coaching program where you enroll, say, anywhere from 5, 6, or more students into your 3-month, 6-month program, and you fulfill that program with a course to augment, so you don't have to teach every single thing. You're like, hey, here's the curriculum. I've already video recorded the basic stuff there. Binge that like Netflix, and then you're going to meet anywhere from 3 to 5 times a week for 1 hour. So even if you add, for every student that you add, you're not increasing the hours that you work. It's the same group coaching call, for example. So every Monday we talk about websites, every Tuesday we talk about paid ads, every Thursday we talk about social media content, and we keep that schedule consistent so you're answering any questions that they can't find in the courses, and then whatever you answer, you just add more content. And then third is a community platform. Since you guys stayed, I highly recommend only one. I use Circle for my online academy, basically. They have the best mobile app, they have an online community, they have a forum, they have hosting for courses. It's very mobile friendly, it's very easy to use on any device for any of my students. And then I do lives, we do lives 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, for 1 hour. And all that's through Zoom. So those are the 2 ways that I fulfill, and I don't sell. I only have a few one-on-one clients, for example, but I'm even weaning or moving those people off, for example. I don't have the list, but yeah, because the group coaching is the only way to scale your time, where you're not selling your time for dollar, because you won't be able to sell any amount of time for any amount of dollar in the AI economy, where basically there's no more entry-level jobs. Businesses are now trying to fulfill one-to-many kind of thing. But yeah, how does that sound?
It's amazing, because some people have suggested there's a women's group that I'm a founder of, and I think it's been lying dormant, and I think this is just the type of idea to bring that to life. Thank you.
Awesome. Let's do homework. over the next 30 days, before you build a website, before you have a business idea, before you even just start anything else, highly recommend just the same thing I did for Yandra. Start a meetup group. It only costs $30 a month, for example. Niche it down to where your meetup group is sales development coaching, sales development advice, sales development education, something like that, for example. You get to create 3 groups in your meetup group membership. Do it in different major cities. The only major cities are Los Angeles, California, San Francisco, California, Austin, Texas, Miami, Florida, and New York City, New York. Those are the only major cities where people have disposable income. And create and commit to a schedule 1 hour a week every Saturday. I do mine every Saturday at 10 a.m. because it's available for most people. It won't change. It will be this way every single week, for example. So people will change their schedule over the next 1 or 2 weeks so that they can attend, for example. Other ones that attend, they'll come back, for example. And then this is where you're practicing your webinar. You're practicing your sales pitch. At the very beginning, I surveyed everyone. I did market research. I asked them, what is their problem? What is their pain point? What are they looking for? Where are they? So I know where exactly my customers are at, for example. And then the second tip, what I'm doing here, the actual thing I'm doing, what I'm doing is I'm nurturing relationships right now. I'm giving everyone one-on-one advice, building a one-on-one connection with everyone. So people walk away and they're like, instead of, oh, that was a great presentation, the guy just talked for an hour. I was like, no, he took the time and actually answered my questions. And now you build that it's at the end of the day, it's relationship building at scale, because the people that I give more advice or give more attention to, they know, like, and trust me more. And then over time, it takes people 5 to 7 hours before they are eventually ready to buy your product or service. And I only have one offer, the Marketing Academy. You can join the Academy, $1,000 a month, and get more of the same thing that you got here. So it's only one offer, and it's the law of averages. Some people, not everyone, will enroll into the program. Not looking for everyone. It's a 1% conversion, basically. But I have this schedule every week where I post content. I do the live webinars. I have paid ads running through a pre-recorded version of this, and it doesn't change for my life. I just do the same. That's my marketing output kind of thing. To be in there's a phrase that's called time in the market versus timing the market. Almost like stock trading. I need to show up every single day available, not every day, but to show up online, to show up at the meetups, to make it easy for people to find me. And that's marketing is basically from there. Join the AI Marketing Academy, where we show you how to set up a system like this for your business. Link is in the bio.